Hi people, welcome to BLU UK JAZZ DANCE. I just want to give you a bit of insight into my practicing and development of my technique. I do these at the same time. Now, one of the key things that a lot of people ask me, how do I practice? Well, one of the key things, I have headphones on, and what happens is I find spaces that enclose me and make me have to restrict myself in doing the movement that I'm doing. This is our old school footwork that I developed in Manchester back in the 80s, and I'm reviving it with the Deep Soul House. Now, one thing that I wanted to share with people, what happened in '86 was the peak for Manchester experimenting with dance styles, because what happened, Deep Soul House came out in 1986, okay? 1986, Chicago House came out, we were dancing to that. Dub was already here, reggae, so basically, black music, every sort of genre of black music I was dancing to already. Do you understand? Now, the style I'm doing, I call it free-forming. Yeah, it's footwork, but free-forming means you're just on all beats 24/7. And if you listen to a track called Faces 1980, yeah, listen to a track called Faces 1980 by Earth, Wind and Fire, that certain tracks developed the way that you danced. Because if you dance to that track, you have to be fit, you have to be able to be very musical, you have to be on point with the dancing, okay, and everything. So I'm outside, here I am, I've cornered myself in a little corner in a little alleyway, and it's got my video, and one of the key things, I've got my headphones on, and I'm listening to music that I love. One of the key things I'm seeing, I know from being in competition, some of the hardest things to be in competition are this. Sometimes a track's being played that I hate, and can't dance to it. I have to find the energy to dance to it, so I'm not really too into that myself as an individual. I put together tapes, which I call master cut tapes. Every track I'm listening to at the moment is a track I love. And you find with these tracks push you to the boundaries of your learning, thinking, development, in the sense of context of creative learning, thinking, development. People got that. So this is one of the things I do when I go out to practice. Now, most importantly, my practice is holistic. I know it's going to improve my heart and lungs. I know it's going to improve my bone density. I know it's going to improve my technique. So what I do when I go out, when I put myself in a small space, is to improve my technical ability to dance in small spaces. The people got that. I practice on a small board and I practice in small spaces. So what happens is that helps you when you go out. It helps you to develop your technique. So I'm doing both of these at the same time. I'm working on my technique to be precise, show attention to detail, do you know what I'm saying? Same time to be relaxed. And that's why, most importantly, you want a track that you love, is because a track that you love relaxes you. And what I'm doing here is pure improvisational. It's just improvisation, yeah? Knowing that what happened is, I'm going to a club in a few days' time. This is my practice before I went to Shift for a Shuffle recently. This was a practice that I did, yeah, when I went to Shift for a Shuffle. And what happened was, I know what happens is when you go into the club, you see, when you have markers, I have markers for clubs. You don't want to burn yourself out. You want to be dancing smoothly. You want to be fluent. And you want to be chilled out. You know what I mean? When you dance, create your own space for long periods of time. Because this is not about, my dancing is not for, oh, I want to show you the best of what I can do. It's not about that. I'm preparing for a club. We had all days in Manchester and all nighters in the UK. You had to dance you danced all day, you danced all night. Do you understand? That means you have to pace yourself. That means you have to condition yourself. There's training that you need to do. Today, I use my dance as part of that training. And when I've done that, I feel good. It's like boxing, doing rounds. So I might do a session like this, relax, and go back and do another session. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for me to give people an understanding into my practice and technique. As I said from the beginning, it's holistic. It does a number of key things. Now, I'm just messing about with ideas. There's ideas I know that I've developed, steps that I've developed. And what happens is when you go to the Ordea, you're going to hear music that will transcend them steps. Yeah, once you've mastered them, once you listen to music, it's very active listening dance form. You know what I'm saying? When you're actually freestyling, free-forming, the music that you're going to be hearing, a lot of complex jazz, a lot of experimental jazz, you have to have the ability to interpret that dancing, you need to have a stance, you need to have a technique that you can work on. Now, I'm an individual I'm probably one of the most versatile UK jazz dancers there is in the UK, but definitely that in Manchester, I'm the last dancer, I'm the last pioneer, original person developing my own style and steps. And I went through, like I said, I went through different journeys, and what happened, them journeys were always exploring other type of dance forms, because the beautiful thing about my dance was I travel with it, I meet other dancers from all genres of dance, and I was one of the dancers that went to explore contemporary, I went to explore experimental dance, music and theatre, I went to explore ballet, African, I went back to my roots. And what happened, what created that, there was Roots, the series